Are you a new streamer that you're worried you may have made some mistakes? Or you're an old streamer and you just want to make your stream better? Well, I got good news and bad news. The bad news is that if you're watching this video and you stream, then you've probably made some mistakes. But the good news is that we can fix them right now. And it's gonna be super easy, like your mom can understand. And even those grandmas watching, I know you're watching too. I see you guys in the comments and I love you. So let's go over the 5 most common mistakes that I see with new and old streamers right now. The first mistake I see a lot of people make is that they have their name on Twitch, which in this case, we got Dr. Ryan Plays, go check him out. And then we check out their social links. So then we'll hover over the TikTok link, and in the very bottom left, you can see their handle, and it is not Dr. Ryan Plays. We have our Twitter account, or X if you are one of the traders, and it's Barnett_Rye. And then we have our YouTube, which is Dr. Ryan Plays. Now let's go to another streamer. We got my boy Isomont right here on Twitch, which you should also check him out. And then if we look at their TikTok, it's at iProlly_hoop, YouTube at iProlly_hoop, and then Instagram iProlly_hoop. Are you guys noticing a trend yet? We're gonna check out one more streamer just so you get the gist. This is Maddie_snacks on Twitch, and so let's take a look at her socials. We got Instagram at Maddie_snacks, TikTok at Maddie_snacks, YouTube at Maddie_snacks. And what do you see here? I don't know why I talked to the list. The grand reveal is that yes, you want to have the exact same handle and name on your other socials that you're trying to grow on when you're growing on Twitch. Because a couple things happen here. Number one is that if you grow on a platform like TikTok or Instagram or YouTube and your @ handle is different than your Twitch handle, it's gonna be a lot harder for your viewers to find you. Sure, they could go into your bio and go through a bunch of links and such, but if they're already on the platform anyways, they might just want to look you up. Plus, when they're drastically different, like Isomont and then iProlly_hoop30, they're likely not gonna put 2 and 2 together even. And what we wanna do is create the least amount of friction for our viewers as possible when we wanna get them to come over from our other social platform over to Twitch. Another problem with this is that let's say you really like your handle and then you waited too long to claim it on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, and some other jerk face takes it. Then you have to come up with the decision, do I want to add an underscore? Do I want to add a number? Do I just want to change my handle altogether? Because it's just really important to keep things super simple when you're keeping everything all the same. Mistake number 2 that I see all the time is literally just being too vague. So for example, we're back on Maddie's channel and we have her about section. It's just a girl. That literally tells me nothing other than she's a girl. Now, if we scroll down to the about me section, we have some more information here, which is ultimately great. But I feel like as a viewer, it's a lot easier to read it in the about section here than have to scroll down to the about me. But the important part we're making is that you're just not super vague and you actually throw in keywords that are going to hook in your viewers when they actually read it. For example, back on Debbie's channel, we have, my name is Debbie. I love cats and cozy games. Welcome to my channel. Sit down in for a while. If you want to chat, watch or lurk, it's all up to you. All I ask is be respectful and have fun. Happy gaming all. What I like here is that it shows you what to expect from the channel. This is sort of the niche of the channel. And then we have further down here, we have more information like I like playing cozy games. I have a 14-year-old cat named Cleo. I grew up watching Disney's Wonderful World of Disney, so Disney Dreamlight Valley is really special. Then they have the Herbie movies, Cat from Outer Space, Aristocats, everything. And really what you want to do here is use these sort of keywords to trigger, hey, a viewer in my stream just scrolls down. They're not sure if they want to kind of chat in my stream yet, but then they're going to read a little bit about you, be like, oh, I also have a 14-year-old cat. That's insane. Or, oh, I grew up watching Mary Poppins or this obscure Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. And they're going to be like, oh my God, like, I can't believe anyone else watched this. Like, this is really obscure, which it probably isn't because I'm assuming it's Disney. But that's going to trigger something in the viewer's head to be like, oh my God, I can talk to this person. I feel comfortable talking to this person because this is an icebreaker in and of itself. For example, we'll take a look at mine. It's just a quick blurb. It says, hey, I'm Cody, 29 years old with 115,000 YouTube channel that teaches you how to become a streamer. I've also composed music for video games such as The Mortuary Assistant. I made the music soundtrack. So if you ever played The Mortuary Assistant, you listen to my music. I also made music for Scrutinized, a bunch of other games. I also love horror, both movies and games. I love really difficult games like Getting Over It. And I also have a sweet spot for the good old Nintendo 64, so come say hi. So in this little blurb, you know so much about me. There's this whole bunch of keywords like, oh my God, I played The Mortuary Assistant. I didn't know Cody made the music. Oh, he loves horror. I love horror. And then maybe you'll go and chat and be like, oh, what was the most recent horror movie you watched? And I'll be like, oh my God, Sinners was pretty good. So try to be less vague in your about me sections. And ultimately, if you can like put a little blurb here of what to expect from the actual stream, that's good. You don't necessarily need an about me panel because this is literally an about me panel. But if you decide to use an about me panel in the actual panels below it, then that could be a great way as an extension of the about section above it. So you can add more details and go more into depth if you want. It's up to you. Mistake number 3 that I see a lot is not optimizing for mobile viewers. This is a great iteration of optimizing for mobile viewers because you have the game nice and big. You got the camera nice and big as well. So everybody can see it when you're watching watching on your tiny little phone screen right here, because not everyone is going to be watching on a big TV or a big computer screen. So this is a good example. So let's go look at a not great example. We're back over at Ryan's stream right now. Shout outs to Ryan for streaming. Love you, bud. And you can see that his webcam is nice and big. We also have the gameplay nice and big. The problem right here is that you can barely read what this is. I believe it's TikTok chat, yet I have it on big screen on my monitor. I'm looking at that right now. If I make it full screen, I still can't even read what the heck it says. So I just don't see the purpose of having that right there. Now you can make your webcam bigger and make that bigger, but if I can barely read it on my actual computer monitor full screen, then chances are no one else can read that or even notice that it's there if they're watching from mobile. This is my latest stream that I just did. I try to stream once a week for 90 minutes, just answering your guys' questions. So if you guys ever have any questions, come pop in. Also, if you're feeling overwhelmed with becoming a better streamer or growing your audience from scratch, and you want help from someone who's been doing it for over 8 years, then check out my free Streamers Masterclass, which is linked down in the description below. But focusing on optimizing for mobile viewers, I have my nice big camera, and you could argue that these aren't big enough and they don't add too much value, but the chat is big enough to read very clearly. And then when we switch over to doing like gameplay scenes, this is what my gameplay scene looks like. We're just going over different strategies I like to use to grow. You'll see that this is all very big, text is still very big, and then my camera is still very big. So you can very clearly see everything, even when you're on a mobile device. So that way everything kind of serves its own purpose. So make sure to keep that in mind when you're designing your actual stream layout. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a bunch of clutter that no one can read. Which puts us to mistake number 4, and it's actually what I'm talking about right here in this clip, which is kind of ironic. And that's streaming with the idea and mindset of creating clips. And so what I'm talking about right here is that when you realize that you can't really organically grow on Twitch without a lot of luck and a lot of frustration, and you have to go and create shorts, Instagram reels, TikToks, all that fun stuff, what people will do is they'll just stream how they stream, and then they'll go through their broadcast and be like, oh, I guess this was an okay moment. Oh, I guess this was an okay moment. And then they're just like, wow, I have 2 really crappy clips. I hope one of these just resonates with my audience and it'll be cool, right? Yeah, awesome. Definitely haven't been there before once in my life or every time. But to seriously avoid having this problem is to go into your stream with the idea of how can I maybe make a clippable moment from what I'm doing. And so what I'm explaining in the stream of me explaining what this is that I was streaming a game that was really difficult. It's basically getting over it or only up, but you're literally driving a bathtub. And so what happens in the clip is that I have fallen literally in my streams several times, maybe close to 100 times. It's just really, really, really difficult to get past this section right here. And so I know that. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna fall and you know, it's gonna be funny, I guess, but like, how can I sort of amp it up a little bit? And so this is where I went in the mindset. I'm like, all right, well, maybe I can say this before I go into it. Right here, you can see the text. It says, I think I figured it out, guys. Like, this is definitely the chance we do it. And so that's when I'm like, all right, this is when the clip will start. I'm gonna go through, give it my all. Hopefully something funny happens. And maybe if I accidentally, you know, fall on purpose, like no one's gonna know because it's an accident, right? Sorry, chat. I know when we played Dark Souls, there were a lot of times I died, but it was really funny. And all your favorite streamers do that sometimes. And it's okay to do that. Doesn't mean you have to fake everything, but like, if I think that you guys are gonna enjoy me falling this one time way more than you would see me successfully doing it, I'm gonna go for your enjoyment and your laughter because that's what's most important, because this is all entertainment at the end of the day anyhow. But anywho, I ended up just playing how I would normally play it, but I just really amped it up and really just started adding words. I'm just like, oh my God, like we got this, we got this, we got this. Oh, we got it, we got it, we got it. And we fell and it sucked. And then that was basically the end of the clip. I ended up doing pretty well. It got over 12,000 views on shorts on my gaming channel, which I never post to. So that's pretty good news. So let's actually take a look at the clip so you can kind of see what I mean. I'm gonna play it real quick.
All right, chat. I think I finally figured out this rhythm. Here we go. We're gonna full send it. Ready? And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, and we're off. All right, this is it.
Because it just cuts right into the action.
This time, this is it. Nope. Oh, wait, wait. No, we're still in it. We're going backwards. We got it. Nope, we got it. Wait, back, forward. No, we're cooked. Oh, no, oh my God, we just lost all of our progress. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. No, please, save it. I think we just lost like 40 minutes.
So just think about how you can make your streams more entertaining, and then you'll be able to get more clips from them. Makes your life 10 times easier. Which brings me to number 5, which kind of coincides with number 4 a little bit, and that's taking advantage of the replay buffer feature in OBS or Streamlabs. Basically, it's just a little hotkey you can set on your keyboard to record the last 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or however long, so that way when you're doing number 4 and you're streaming with the idea of farming for clips, then all you gotta do is hit this button on your keyboard, and then it's gonna record the last 60 seconds, however long, so that way you can easily just go and pop it in next as clips or whatever video editing software you wanna use. So that way you don't have to worry about, oh, how many clips did I get? And you'll be able to actually see them there. You don't have to find them. You don't have to go through your VOD. You literally just press a button and you're good to go. And if you don't know how to do that, then you should watch this video right here, because I have a super easy guide to hold your hand on how to use it from A to Z. Super easy. So go watch this video to improve your streams. My name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.